Well, it's time to start swapping the motor out of the TopKick. In case you guys missed it, on our last trip out to Utah, about the middle of Nebraska, in the middle of the night, bucking headwinds, we broke the crank in the TopKick. So, what are we gonna do? Well, we also did a video where we went and picked up a used Duramax engine for the TopKick. And that's the easiest thing for us to do right now, time-wise, is just swap out the motor. I'd love to show you all the little details on swapping out the motor in the TopKick and little tricks with the Duramax, things like that. But in reality, I don't know if there's time for that. And to be honest with you, I've worked on a lot of the Duramaxes in the H1s and in the trucks and stuff, but I've never really worked on a medium-duty truck like the TopKick. So there's a lot of things that I'm going to be figuring out as we go. Shall we get at it? Where do we start? I don't know. I suppose start with taking the hood off. Well, even though I'm a GM mechanic, I've never worked on a medium-duty TopKick before. But it looks like we can take the whole cool pack system off, the tranny cooler, the AC condenser, the charge air cooler, and the radiator. Looks like we have a bar right here that supports it here. Same thing on the other side. And then it looks like it's all connected to a tray that bolts in right here and right here. So hopefully that works. We can take those off, disconnect everything, and lift the whole cool pack assembly off in one piece.
I'm wondering if, since everything is bigger on the TopKick, if it's easier to get to things.
Not necessarily. There may be a little bit more room to get at things, but things are bigger and heavier and stuck together just as good. So we don't want to let the R134 or refrigerant for the AC to escape out into the atmosphere. We borrowed the AC machine from work. Shh, don't tell anybody. And we're going to evacuate the AC system. Well, that's done. We recovered the AC. Now we can take the whole coal pack off the front of the truck.
Yep, keep all the nuts together. No one caught on to that one.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Didn't say anything. Well, we got that part done. And it's time to take a break for dinner, and then we'll get back at it. So we'll be right back. Well, I don't have the right size tool for the fan clutch. This one's just a little bit too big. So we're gonna have to see if we can butcher ourselves one. Well, we butchered ourselves up a tool here. It may work. Looks pretty funny, but if it works, it works. Well, we got it. Broke free.
Keep going.
Here we go. Not so funny a looking tool when it does the job.
Correct.
You're remembering where each and every one of these bolts go, don't you? No.
Nope.
Well, got kind of late last night, so we had to go to bed. It's the next day now. It's early. I'm the only one that's up. But we got to get this engine changed in the TopKick here and still have time to work on the wrecker if we have any chance of going to the Tow Truck Olympics. There hasn't been a date set yet, but it's coming soon. I know it. Well, Donovan came over to help, and go ahead.
I think he'd make a good fishing magnet.
Magnet fishing? Seat cover's the best at magnet fishing.
I like my magnets.
You got a magnet?
Yeah.
Oh,
Stronger
do we
than
have
yours.
magnet duels?
Yeah. Mine.
Oh!
Ah!
Did you fish it out? Good job.
Yours is weak. It's broke.
Keep going. That was 6, right, Eric?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perfect. Yeah.
Got them all. It's almost ready to come out. Gotta get the tray picker in there, a few motor mount bolts, and then separate it from the transmission. That might be a trick. The shop wired for 220 yet, so I can't bring in my big compressor. We need the 220 in the shop for that, so we're using the gas compressor. Sorry for the noise, guys. We found out there was no way to squeeze this motor out of there without pulling the front cross member and the motor mounts from the frame. What a job to get this sucker out. We're gonna have to figure out something a little bit easier to get the new one in. Ready?
Yep.
Now we gotta go. Well, it's out. Quite a bit different than the other engine. The other engine came out of a P chassis, and this is a medium duty TopKick. So there's a bunch of stuff that we're gonna have to take off of this engine and swap over to the other one. But that'll be in our next video. Thanks for watching, BSF Recovery Team. Keep wheeling, be safe out there. Maybe we'll see you in the woods.